I'm guessing that's the reason right there, K4PW. You got it now?
Nope.
Why don't you reboot that? Because I turned the audio off on the YouTube feed by accident.
All right. Well, it's still not up to me.
Well, it should be there. I'm serious. I just did it, and I'm pretty sure it, unless it just hasn't hit the. Did you already see? Did you reboot the page?
Yes.
Well, I'll find out in a second here. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm looking to see my own feed here, and I don't see it with the audio coming on either. I don't know. I don't know why though. Well, that's kind of wild. All right, I'll try not to figure it out here on the air and waste any time on it, but it shows the audio on there. Hang on one second. Let me just make sure I'm, like I said, new software, and here I'm messing it up already. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the dealio is. Hold on. Don't know. I see. It does appear that I've got an input signal here on the audio, the mic, but it's weird that it's not doing anything.
I don't know, but your picture's good.
Well, that's great. Well, now I'm upset. I can't get that. I don't know why that's not doing it. Now it's upsetting to me because I want to think the audio is going to be there, and it's not.
Well, I just want to compliment you on your good, clean signal tonight.
Oh yeah, yep. Used to just be forewarned. Hold on one second. Yeah, again, it's not for vertical cracks.
Anyway, I love that, Paul. Thank you for doing what you do, and I'll say back in that control and let you get some more check-in.
Yeah, if you got a crack in your vertical antenna, you want to use that. It's dangerous. That was Michael KM4YRF, and I don't know why the audio is not coming through on the thingy there. That's really weird.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've got audio.
I don't know what you're doing wrong, Michael. Jack says he has audio, and he's farther away than you, as if that had anything to do with it.
I got audio on the radio. I just don't have audio on your YouTube feed.
Jack, you got the audio on your YouTube feed?
Yeah, it's the audio on the YouTube feed. I got it. I don't know.
Now you figure your end out. Mine is done. Thank you. All right, Mike. Anything else?
No, it's all Paul.
Well, I know you can hear me, so it doesn't much matter. So I'm presuming everybody else has it. I don't know. Hold on. Hang on one second. Hold on, guys. My ex-wife's calling me for some reason. Hello. Hello. Well, she just hung up on me. That's pretty normal. Well, anybody? Did anybody hear my phone ringer on there? It's a theme song to Ghost, Space Ghost from the '90s, if you remember that show. Anyway, who else besides is going east? Who's east?
Okay, I'm Corey
Very good. We got Stan in there. Good to have you in there, Stan. Everything going all right?
Going pretty well, Paul. How about with you?
Well, when my back's like you and me are brothers from another mother. If my back's not bothering me, it's a good day.
Mine bothers me every day. Can't say anything.
You know what helps with mine? Of course, yours is a different condition, I think. But what helps with mine is that CBD. I think it's CBD. That's what it's called. You know that stuff you can buy. It's legal. You know, but I don't eat it. I don't smoke it. It's in an application. I put it on the area of my back that bothers me in the lower back. It solves the problem at least most of the time. It reduces the problems dramatically.
I have to try that, Paul.
Yeah, see, I'll send you a link to what I buy. I mean, it's not a magic formula or anything. It's a form of hemp that has the legal amount of whatever that is. See, I'm pretending not to know. THC, that's what it is. Whatever it is there. And it's not for you don't eat it, you don't drink it, you don't do anything with it, you don't ingest it. It's just something you rub on. And I'm not kidding you. I put it on now almost every night on my lower back because it makes me be able to sleep a normal night.
Well, thanks for that, Paul.
I'll send it over to you though, Stan.
Okay, I'm breaking it back on it. Nothing else from that, KM4HTV.
Very good. I just want to say this is not the healthcare net, but I just had to mention that because Stan and I have similar. I don't know if they're similar. I think his is much worse than mine, but back problems can be a pain in the back. Who else is? And by the way, Stan is Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he's in Lebanon, just north of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east? Anybody else east?
KG4, Mazzy.
Oh, very good. I'm glad you jumped in there, Kevin.
Yeah, we're sitting over there trying to get the YouTube thing to come on. I've got sound over here. I hear you just fine. Sounding good. But well, there ain't nothing going on over here. Same old stuff, different day.
Oh, I don't know. Any day, like they say, above ground is a good day.
Yeah, if you ain't pushing up daisies, you're doing very, very good.
I heard a guy, I think it was yesterday, and he was saying that, yeah, it was yesterday. At the end of the day, if you look at your day, today could be my last day. And when you wake up in the morning, you go, wow, I'm here again.
And you know what? That's what you do every morning. You should thank God. Tell him thank you for the life that you give me, for letting me wake up. Because, man, you could have the alternative.
Uh, well, I would be waking up hopefully in the right place.
We all should hope so. We should hope so. I'll let you get on with the net, Paul. You take care and be safe over there.
Very good. That was Kevin. He's also in Lebanon, over by Cumberland University. That's Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu. I always give I try to give the locations to everybody so you guys have a relative idea without necessarily looking them up on QRZ or wherever you look them up on the Google Bing Maps or whatever. Who else is, yeah, and QRZ, I think everybody knows you can look up the call sign and then go to the map feature and it'll tell you where they are. Sometimes it's wrong, like somebody I know that lives east of me 2 miles. Who else? That was Kevin, by the way. Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu. Who else is east? East or north?
Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha, Ricky and 4.
Hello, Mr. Ricky. You doing okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing better now. My wife is finally getting over that surgery, and we're getting in a little better shape, I guess.
Was it pretty serious? I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, yes, there was a neck surgery.
Oh, what was it, like a spinal thing? You got it now? It was something to do with the spine?
Oh, yeah, Roger that. They did a fusion on her neck, and I think they fused 5 of them together, put 2 rods in. And then a week after she had the surgery, she ended up getting blood clot in her leg and broke loose and went in both her lungs. So we were real serious about that, and we're on the rebound from that and the surgery. So, but you know what? She's a tough girl. Don't stand 5 foot with her shoes on, but weigh about 90 pounds. But she's a tough girl.
Oh, boy. Well, I kind of envy people that are smaller. There's a lot more work dragging around a big guy like me.
Well, you don't have to duck your head as much, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's even when I weighed 50 pounds more than I weigh now. People go, "Wow, you don't look like you weigh that much," and I said, "That's only because you don't have to carry it around."
Right, right. I went to a nursery to pick up some mulch, and they had this sign stretched across the entrance, and it was real low. And I walked in. I had to duck under it, and I was like, man, I felt tall.
Well, just a silly thing I've noticed over the years. I didn't even realize I was really tall until I was about 18 or 19 years old. And I was with a friend, and he and I were standing in front of a mirror in a men's room. And I looked at him, and I looked at me, and I said, and he was an average sized guy. He was 5'8" or 5'9". I looked at me, and it's six, whatever it was, 6'2" and a half, and I went, man, I look huge.
Yeah, Roger that. My youngest son, he's probably about 5'11", and of course I'm maybe 5'8", 5'9" with shoes on, and I don't never notice it when we're talking or standing or together or whatever, and visiting. I don't never really noticed it, and then they took a Christmas picture, and we were standing side by side, and he had me by about 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, no, you do notice it. Again, it's the same way with. I was just telling my ex-wife the other day. We're talking about how with your family and friends, you don't even really see them. You don't see them literally. You're not looking at every feature on them. You're not looking at, you're not even looking whether they're good looking that day or they look bad, or you just take them. And your friends are the same way. And then you see a picture, or you see them and you go, wow, there's some dramatic differences between us. You don't even realize it.
Yeah, Roger that. With a picture, it's kind of like looking in that mirror, like you said. You don't really notice it until you're actually looking at yourself and them together, side by side, and you got that view. Uh, but anyway, hey, I'm going to try to get on your 10-meter net tonight. I've been doing some upgrades. I tried to get on uh, Mike's net last Sunday, and we were able to make a little bit of a contact. But when I went to try to get in there Sunday, I could hear him a little bit, but not enough. I tried to send out a call a couple of times. He didn't answer. So I was thinking, well, you know what? Maybe it was conditions. So I'm going to give it a try tonight. I've moved the antenna up about 5 more foot, and hopefully I can hear you.
Oh, that'd be great. Now you got. I assume then you have a 10 foot. I mean, a vertical at 10 foot. I mean, vertical 10 meter. I'm sorry.
No, no, well, I had a slope antenna in fed, and I wasn't getting nothing. So I tried a dipole, and it was doing a lot better at about 12, maybe 15 feet. And then I added about another 5 foot, so it's about 22 feet in the air, and it's inverted. So it's an inverted dipole. And like I said, I was hearing them pretty good. Uh, on Thursday night, we tried it during the net, and I heard him enough to where I could talk to him. But uh, when I tried Sunday night, it didn't do so well. So I don't know if conditions changed or what. So I decided, well, height is your friend. So I figured I'd go up 5 more foot and see if that helps.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So so your dipole is vertically oriented.
Oh yeah, yeah, I would say so.
Well, very good. Well, I hope to hear you tonight.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I've been trying to get on that net over a year.
That just means you need to buy a big tower and a big amp.
Well, you know what? My neighbors ain't complained. I've got like 3 poles, a hen fed, and different things in the yard. If I was to take all that stuff down and just put one tower, they'd probably appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you may be right. I don't know. I'm not going to put up a tower. It would annoy my wife. It's bad enough with the my antenna farm out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I got an antenna farm now. They'd probably say, it'd be an upgrade to put everything on one tower.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for the net, Ricky?
No, just God bless everybody that can hear my voice, and those that can't, God bless them too. And we're gonna hold it down up here in Portland for a while. We'll talk to you later, hopefully on 10-meter. We'll see. This is Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha. Turn it back over to net control.
Yeah, very good. That's Ricky, Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha. He does the a 2 meter simplex net from Portland on 147,555 tomorrow night. That's Thursday nights. Still at 7, right?
Roger, Roger.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I'm not going crazy, or my memory's still there slightly. Anyway, 7 o'clock, Thursday nights, 147,555. Does a good net. Been doing it for quite a while now. Not quite as long as us. I mean, like I said, we're in our 11th year, which is kind of surprising. Lasted longer than my first marriage. Who else is north?
Coming
Go ahead. You're going to dispute the first marriage length?
No, this is about Richard KI4SID. I just got a call and he's back in the hospital in very serious condition. So anybody that's inclined to pray needs to pray for Richard tonight because it's not looking good.
Oh man, that stinks. Yeah, that's bad news. I hope he works his way out of that. But that was Richard. For those of you that know him or don't know him, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, lives over in Lebanon, and he's been a participant in our net for a number of years. He's in the hospital again. He was out, now back in due to some kind of a gallbladder or infection issue. I don't know what the whole problem is. I didn't talk to him directly. And apparently it doesn't sound very promising. So if you're inclined to do any praying for somebody, his name is Richard, and God already knows his call sign. Hmm, not good news. I hope it gets better. Who else is east or north?
84 VW, Carlin, Angeltown, Bethpage.
Hello, Carlin. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Noticed the big moon come up tonight. Kind of big. I think it's bigger, but I don't know. Have to go out there. I don't know how far it was up, maybe about 2 to 3 degrees above the horizon there. I looked at it, it was kind of big looking, but I haven't seen it quite bigger than that, so I don't know if it's going to be bigger tomorrow night or not. But anyway, just sitting here enjoying the net stuff. So I was sitting back there on the computer, leaning back with something playing and kind of dozing and stuff, and then it occurred to me that the net might be going on. I looked and it was like 15 after 8. I said, yep, sure is. Don't know where they're at. I might have to check in as a lollygagger or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, happened to time it right, I guess. Anyhow, hope everything's going with you. All right. I've been was out today picking up more pecans. I'll say pecans this time. Filled up a gallon-sized freezer bag. I thought last night it's going to get real good and cold and probably dump a big batch of them, which it did. I think it'll do that again tomorrow night. It'll probably dump another, well, tonight. I guess tomorrow I'll be picking up another big batch of them. So, been having a good old time of that. I filled up, I think I filled up at least 3 of those gallon and a half bags so far, and 2 gallon size bag. Still going, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know how many more is on there. That's that tree my mama planted back. She went up there and stuck her finger in the ground, and I don't know what she put how she put it in the ground, but she put a pecan off down into the ground. That sucker has grown, and it's a big old tree. So it's putting them, dropping them out now. It seems like about every 2 years it'll do that, and then it's like dormant for like a year or something like that. I've never really kept up with it. I just happened to notice here about a week or two ago that there was pecans falling out of it, and I thought, well, I guess we're gonna get something this year, so I don't know. Anyhow, hope everybody's enjoying it. Hope everybody's staying good and warm. I don't know if it's going to get down to the 30s tonight or not. I think it is. So I think it got down to the 30s last night. So, and then it's going to warm up pretty good for the weekend. I think it's going to be back up in the upper 70s or something, or near 80 Saturday and Sunday. So I don't know, which is good as far as I'm concerned. So anyhow, I'll shut up. I'll turn it back over to you, Paul, and let's see if he gets more techiest. Maybe I talked enough for somebody else to be sitting down there somewhere realizing that the net's going and jumping and running to the radio. So with that said, Katie Bull, the UW turning it back over to net control.
Yeah, very good. That was Carlin. He's in Angeltown, Bethpage area, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey, a big signal tonight. Yeah, having a tree grow. I planted a maple tree a couple of years ago in my backyard. Just a sprig. Something that was in the front yard, and I transplanted it. And yeah, hold on a second. Man, hold on. I got my my wife calling me tonight, and I got my, it's unusual. My brother's calling me from New York. I don't know what's going on. Hope it's not nothing emergency. Anyway, who else is west? North, excuse me. Anybody else north? Please come down. All right, from the west, please come down.
KG4ILV.
Yeah, I already started writing it down, man. I beat you to it. All right, very good. How you doing, Jack? You're hearing the signal sound pretty good tonight.
Yeah, everything sounds pretty good. I had a little rough time here in Carlin, but I was going to tell you, I got my wet wipes, and I didn't get the fragrance free, and my SWR went way up.
Oh man, see, I need testimonials like that. Supports the web.
Exactly. All right, thanks for doing that. See you on the next one, KG4ILV.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it doesn't work on. You already know what it doesn't work on. It was Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. I was going to say the butt welds on masts. That was a Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. He's in Donaldson. His name is Jack. Great signal. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Hello, Greg. Anything good?
Not much. I'm on my Yaesu, the mobile rig. I brought it in here and getting it all programmed up and whatnot. Getting ready for emergency.
Sounds good though.
Yeah, it's the same. It's 50 watts, same wattage as the 991. Similar stock ham mic, same antenna. So yeah.
No, it sounds like you have a good, strong signal tonight. As always, though, on 2 meters, no problem. Anyway, and nothing else?
No, 84CV.
Very good. That's Greg, and he's in Antioch at Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west? All right, down to the south.
K4CYK. November Delta, November.
All right, hold on 1 second, David. I had Jim in there first, and that's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. How's it going there, Jim?
Doing pretty good, Paul. You sounding good. Doing a good job as always on the net. And just happy to be here.
Oh yeah, no trips in line for the cooler weather.
Yeah, I'm taking off Friday.
Oh, are you? You going anywhere special?
Well, first tomorrow I'm going to run to Tompkinsville, Kentucky for a hamburger. And then Friday I'm taking off, going over to Robbinsville, North Carolina for the weekend. Then we'll be back. So we need to support the local economy over there in Western North Carolina with our tourist dollars. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, especially it's funny how important all that is, especially to the small communities.
Absolutely. And that place was a hit. So hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of riding in and help support the local economy. So we got that going, and I'll be back to work again on Sunday night, Monday morning. So it's life is good.
Well, very good. Nothing else good? The wife's okay?
Yeah, so far anyway.
So far. Yes, well, but my wife and I were talking about that because we're going to be retiring, I believe, next year, sometime in the middle of next year, and she's saying how, well, this would be great. We're going to have another 20 years together. I go, dear, I'm 76 this year, this next birthday. I'm not sure 20 is going to be the number.
Yeah, my son does that too. Yeah, when we, he says we retire, and he's got like another, I think 9 or 10 years to go in the Navy. When we retire, like I'm the same age as him, we're gonna do the Four Corners tour of the United States, and we're gonna have a good time. And it's like I agree with you, but you do remember how old I am right now.
Well, yeah, and I also warned. I said, listen, I'm in reasonably good health. I mean, for somebody who's 70, almost 76, I said, but I don't have any other real medications other than I take the aspirin because there's a history of stroke in my family. My father had strokes, my mother had strokes, his mother had strokes, my other grandmother had stroke, and I said and my aunt had strokes. So I said, I don't suspect one, but you just never know. Might not even be next year.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody knows what the future is going to hold, and nobody's promised tomorrow.
No, never do. No, and that's why we got to take it, in that sense, a day at a time and be thankful for what we got.
Yes, sir. I agree. And like I said, I've said it more than once.
Oh yeah, very much so. Well, some mornings I don't feel real happy to get up and and get my lame butt out of bed, but that's a different story. Once I get rolling, it's good. Anything else for the net, Jim?
No, sir. You're doing a good job as always. Enjoyed it, and just standing by, trying to listen to who I can hear. I pointed at you, so doing a good job. Thanks. KE4TYJ. Oh, and the new guy over in Goodlettsville, good signal over here to north of Woodbury. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, he had a big signal to me too. I thought he was like down the street from me or something.
Yeah, he was doing a good job out here at Woodbury, and apparently I'm pointing at him, and that makes a big deal, and sounded good. So I forget his name, forget his call, but I know he was in Goodlettsville. I think his name was Eric or something, but good to hear him. All right, thanks. KE4TYJ.
Yeah, very good, very good. That's Jim in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Up next was David, Kilo India 4 November Delta November. It's up.
Hello, Mr. Paul. Appreciate what you're doing. And just for Mr. Jim, the last contact there, be sure and ride that dragon tail over there close to Robbinsville for sure. And prayers out to Mr. Richard and his family. And also, Ricky in Portland over there sounded better tonight. Me here locally, I could hear him better momentarily, better tonight than before. I don't know if he's on a different antenna or not.
I don't think so. I think it's just excellent conditions tonight.
It might have been, but a shout out for the hams are just a great source of information. And Kilo 4 Kilo Charlie Foxtrot, shout out to him. I was watching a video on situational awareness and tactical communications on YouTube. Just very impressive. So those that are listening may want to do a Google search and situational awareness and tactical communications by K4KCF. Thank you.
I've seen his videos before. I'm surprised he didn't send it to me. Maybe he doesn't like me anymore. What's the name of his site? Is it use KC4 KC? I mean K4 KCF? Is that the site he uses?
That's affirmative, yes, sir. On YouTube. I just I've spoke with him several times, being here local, and I have never met him, but I did a search and really impressed by that. And I guess one other thing I'd like to say about the North Carolina thing that's going over there. There's a daily briefing on that broadcastify.com number 42258. And they are having a daily briefing at 10 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. And what are those hours in military time?
Well, 10 a.m. Well, you want Zulu or you want the local?
Give me a local.
Well, it would be 1000 in military time, and then the 8 o'clock would be 2000.
Now give me Zulu.
And what is it, 6? Because do I have it here? Hold on. I usually have it right. No, I don't have it. I used to have it on my watch, so I never make a mistake. But Zulu should, I forget, what is it, 6 plus, we're plus 6. It's minus 6.
Anyway, I'll stick with the local. Anyway, it's 10. The reason I queried that is because it is 10 a.m. their time, which is we're an hour difference there. So you got it correct. But that's, again, 42258. The feed number, and very, very good information coming out of their first boots on the ground over there at Dandy. So back to you, Mr. Paul. Appreciate what you do, and celebrate everybody on this staff.
Very good. That was David, KI4NDN, and he's in Reedyville. Yeah, 42258. You might want to jot that down if you're interested in hearing those briefings from the mess over there in the Carolinas. 42258 on Broadcastify. I think most of you know where that is on the web. You can just look up Broadcastify on the search and you'll find it. They have briefings at 10 o'clock in the morning, which would be 10 o'clock their time, which is 9 o'clock our time. So it's 9 o'clock our time and 7 o'clock Central Time, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's the same repeater they're doing a lot of the traffic, is it not?
That's broadcasting out of the Avery County Airport, and none of it is FEMA related whatsoever. This is all boots on the ground, ham radio operators, and all volunteers.
Okay, so that's all volunteers. It's not the formal FEMA or the formal emergency operations center of any kind from the state or county. So that's interesting. Broadcastify 42258. 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. But it's doing regular traffic during the day. Those are the times for the announcements. And also, somebody can look up if they'd like K4 KCF on YouTube, and we can get a link to that communications related to video. All right, and also don't forget Richard in the hospital, KI4SIB. Sorry, so sorry to hear that he's sick, and he sounds like he's really sick. All right, anybody else, please come out from the south. Very good, Larry. You sound pretty good. A little noisy tonight. I was expecting better because the conditions were pretty good. Very good. That's Larry. He's in Rockville, Kilo Echo for Sierra Yankee Victor. He does the Saturday 8:15, excuse me, 7:15 net on D-Star, 146.460. So be there at Simplex on D-Star. Only Simplex net that I know of on D-Star in the planet. Well, at least here on the planet. Who else? Who else is south? Anybody else south? Anybody anywhere? All righty, it's a kind of funny. Wednesdays we generally have. We're going to move over to 146. I mean, 446, 415. But I wanted to. Yeah, we got a call for the last call for lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, repeater kerchunkers. I've often forgotten to mention the people who are the donglers. The DV donglers? No, not the DV donglers. Anyway, the hotspot donglers, I guess that's what it is. Also the scanner listeners and the shape-shifting lizard people, science deniers, global warming deniers, climate change deniers, moon landing deniers. What else did I miss? Oh yeah, the flat earthers and the flat earth deniers. Not to mention, sorry, did I miss anything? But anyway, please come now.
Shape shifter denier.
Okay, hold on one second, Scott. Hold on. We had Scott in there, but I missed the other one. It was almost a perfect double to me. Who was the other party?
This is KL4SSW.
Ah, okay, very good. We're going to be, we have to have somebody who can deny the fact that radio waves travel through the air, because it seems magical to me ever since I learned of it many moons ago. Anyway.
Yeah, it's all a scam. They don't really work. They're making it up.
Well, it is funny. It is interesting that, it is interesting how radio waves are one of those, just like the photons are invisible to us until they hit us. It's just fascinating to me. Anyway, what's up, Blair?
All right, just turn it back to the net. KL4SSW.
Ah, very good. Are you on the handheld?
No, I'm actually on my mobile tonight. 50-watt mobile with a antenna up in the attic, but it's got a low power.
Oh no, you sound good. I just wondered. Signal sounded awfully good for your handheld.
Yep, no handheld tonight.
Very good. That was Blair. He's here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Sierra Whiskey. And Scott, you're in there. Yeah, I do it. That's too long a list, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's fun. It's almost. I guess it's a trademark of the net for us.
Well, I sit in my chair watching TV, and I got the YouTube feed on my phone, so it gives me about what time I need to get up and come over.
Yeah, I can hear your TV in the background there. And it isn't like television. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if it's on or it's off because you're not on the TV, on the feed.
Yeah, you had a lot of neat sound effects going on there tonight.
Oh, I don't know. I had my brother call me and my wife tried to call me, and that's rare for them to call me on a Wednesday night. My wife knows better, I thought, unless she had something emergency, but we'll find out in a minute. Anyway, well, very good. That's Scott. You have anything else, Scott?
I thought I did, but it's left me. No, nothing else. K1S pretty.
Well, the word of the wise tonight for everybody in our service area is I'm told it might frost tonight, so get your blankets out and cover up your valuable plants. As I said, it was this morning when I got up. I think it was 35 or 36 here in Mount Juliet, and which isn't terrible. It's just that people who have sensitive plants, it's terrible. I still got, from the last freeze we had, I still have some of my bushes are still recovering. I had to cut them back dramatically. Anyway, anybody else? Please come now. Before we move over to 446 415. Very good. That's where we're going. 446 415. We'll see you there momentarily. K4PW. All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net, looking for check-ins here from the east. Please come now.
KM4YRF.
KM4YRF. This is Michael here, and I don't even have to say it's a good signal from here from Mount Juliet. That's Michael, KM4YRF. Who else is east? Stan's not in there? All right, very noisy, slim pickings in a signal from Stan tonight, but I still can copy. It's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo in Lebanon. Who else is east? It's hoping to hear Kevin. Kevin, please come now. Okay, move up to the north. Anybody north? Very good. We got Carlin in there. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey in Angeltown, Bethpage. Anybody else? How about west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Very good. We got a good signal from Greg in Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. And that radio doesn't exhibit that funny tendency we used to have there.
This is the 991.
Oh, okay. Was that the one that was giving you the fits, or was it somebody else? I forget.
It wasn't giving me fits, it was giving you fits. It's fine. You apparently adjusted your receipt.
No, I say fits. It's just that it was one of those things. That was Greg in Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west?
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor.
Hey, we missed you over on the net yesterday there, Jack.
Yeah, I didn't think about it till 7:30. I looked up in panic.
Well, I don't know that I'd panic or anything. You're just going to have to answer for it with Michael.
Yeah, I felt bad though.
Nah, not a big deal. You know, they have different rules, you know. Nobody shows up there.
I was in the kitchen working and I looked up and it's like it was already 7:30.
Well, again, the only reason I even remember these nets sometimes is because I've got an alarm in my phone and it always tells me about nets.
That's a good idea. All right, well, thanks for doing that, Paul. I'll see you on the next one. KG4ILV.
Yeah, very good. That's Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west? Over to the south. Well, you sound very good there, Scott. It's Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. How many stations? Do you hear everybody on the 70 centimeters okay from Laverne?
No, I hear Michael in here.
Oh, really? You just need that famous 100-foot tower.
You know, I'm taking donations. I had a good GoFundMe out there for the longest time.
You know, that would be kind of funny. I've never looked. I've only been on that GoFundMe site or one of those sites like that a couple of times. I'd look under ham radio and see what people are asking. If people are asking for money for stuff like that.
I bet they are. You might find one certain person out there doing it.
Well, I'm guessing that it's not it doesn't sound as crazy as it would, but I mean, you figure some of these rural communities where they need more than they have for control, you know, for having a community like we have here that have more than, you know, and they have a better need for a tower or something, and even a repeater, you know, that they can put up in case of emergencies. And I can see why they would put up a GoFundMe, because who else? Otherwise, you know, I guess you could pool resources, but sometimes the resources are slim.
Yeah, they are. I will carry on with it. Okay, what else for this?
Very good. That's Scott and Laverne, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Anybody else west or south? Anybody, any place? Please come now. If there's anybody left.
Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Whiskey.
Very good. You come in with our. It's funny on this net on Wednesdays on the 70 centimeter. It's almost always 8 check-ins. You just did it.
Hell, love to be consistent.
Well, yeah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's numbers are just numbers. Like I've said many times, it doesn't really matter to me. If there's one person checks in, 100 gets a little weird. We've had as many as 50 something, and that was made for a long net. But I mean, it doesn't. It's whoever shows up is good with me. Numbers are unimportant. Anybody else? Please come now before we move over to 28.415. All right, we're moving over to 28.415. We'll see you there, K4PW. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey on the 10-meter net for 28.415. Looking for check-ins from the north. Well, anywhere right now. I don't think there's going to be that many, but let's give it a try from the east first.
KM4 YRF.
All right, we got KM4 YRF. That's Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east? Very good. You got a really light signal, but a full audio. I got full copy on you there, Blair. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Sierra Whiskey. Who else is east? Up to the north. Michael, let me know if you hear we got Ricky up there. Nobody hearing anything from the north? Wow, we're really slim on the north today. K4PW looking for check-ins from the north. This is K4PW for this Mount Juliet Simplex net looking for check-ins. Man, it's quiet out there. It sounds like there's a fire in the background. Do you hear that, Michael?
I'm sorry, Paul.
It sounds like there's a fire going on, like a crackling fire, and it's just real consistently low. You don't hear any stations out there, do you?
No, but I do hear the crackling.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm sorry, that's Kamala. I made a mistake. Who else is north or west? Yeah, very good. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. That's Jack and Donaldson. And who else is west? Very good. Sounds pretty quiet tonight, doesn't it, guys? That's Greg and Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, it's quiet, but the signals aren't really super great. But it's okay. I mean, it's not like 2 meters FM or 2 meters sideband, but it's still good. Who else is west or south? You sound really good, Scott, K1 SPD. You're stronger than both Jack and Greg, but that doesn't mean much. This is kind of location specific, you know. Were you copying either of those, Jack or Greg? Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, you're gonna have to get that GoFundMe going, man. Well, very good. That's Scott, K1 SPD in Laverne. Who else is any place, anywhere at this point? South or anywhere? We'll go around again. East, north, west, or south. Please come in.
I haven't heard Ricky.
Nah, he probably fell asleep. Yeah, now I'm concerned about Richard, man. I can't believe I knew he was, he came home from the hospital, so I wouldn't expect him to get worse.
I sent you a text.
Okay, very good. Okay, well, that about wraps it up on 28.415. Any other check-ins before we move over to the secret frequency that everybody knows, 223.415? Very good, Eric. Good to have you in there. Kilo November 4 Echo Romeo India. Which antenna are you using over there on 10 meters? Well, I have almost no noise on your signal at all. Your signal's a little bit low, probably about an S1 or S2, but it's perfect copy though. $223,415. I'm hoping you have it. No, 223. 223.415. Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Go ahead. Yeah, no, the reason, Eric, are you still there? Eric, are you still there? Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure you got on the list over there on groups.io, right? Oh no, no. The reason I say that because we have a number of nets that since you have a 991A, we have the 6 meter and 6 meter upper side band as well, and and so and 2 meter upper side band. So just look on the net schedule there on groups.io under MJSS, Mike Juliet Sierra Sierra, and also the C4FM net on Sunday night as well. Well, very good, Eric. Good. Hope to hear you again. That was Kilo November 4 Echo Romeo India in I already forgot where he lives. Where is he from? Oh, I'll think about it. Is it Goodlettsville? Yeah, I'll look it up. Anyway, see you over on 223-415 K4PEW. And we're closing down the stream here to go over to the secret frequency. I'll see you there in a second.